Okay, so we're doing a 6.7 EGR cooling system cleaning service here. Here's the cooler, and here is the valve. So the process here is pretty simple. You just remove the cooler. There's 6 bolts that hold it in, basically, and a couple coolant lines. And the valve sits over there. Up here on the top is the crankcase ventilation filter, CCV, which looks like this. Here's a new one. And there's the old one that weighs about 96 pounds. See the filter elements, all disgusting looking. And so these are the parts you have to remove, which is nothing. See, if this was a Ford, you'd have to spend 4 hours pulling off 96% of the engine, and then the bolts would break off in the exhaust manifold, and you'd have to do manifolds. But since this is a Dodge, it just comes right off of there. There's 2 bolts in the back, and there's 4 that hold the cooler on. You have to kind of slip it up and out to get this is the cooling line here. And then when you put it in, you just set it in and slip it in, put it down. There's a stainless gasket there, and there's a squishy gasket here. There's also a squishy gasket there, 2 flat ones. Looks like that. So what you do is you take this off, put it in a 5-gallon bucket full of water, hot water, and use Mopar EGR system cleaner. It's like a dish soap, I think. I don't know what it is, but it works. Let it sit overnight, and you end up with some nastiness. Looks like dark roast coffee coming out. Now there's a kit for this, aftermarket kit. It comes with the CCV filter and all the gaskets you'll need for the EGR cooler, and also the O-rings for the coolant. So we got an oxygen sensor module. We'll talk about that in another movie. But basically, you just let it sit in there overnight, and then I just kind of took a little brush and kind of scraped some of the chunks out. But see, you can actually see metal down in there, which is good. Yeah. See, if this was a Ford, it would have been completely clogged up and would have caused all sorts of other problems. You see, this one still has the clear coat on it, kind of, which means this one hasn't been rode hard and put away wet. So part of the stuff that we did back in the Chrysler dealer days was if there was a powertrain concern, they would say, well, is there clear coat still in the engine or the cooler? If there was, then they tell them, hey, this truck was not designed for small trips and you're using it incorrectly, and it's not warrantable. So this whole process took me about an hour to get the cooler off. It'll take about an hour to put it back together. And that's pretty much it. There are some other injection service stuff that may or may not be due, but this is just for the EGR cooler.